green caponata pasta. When the zucchini especially gets seedy, we take a teaspoon to it. We cut it down the middle and just scoop out the seeds so it doesn't make your dish too watery. So then we just run our knife through the other direction. Now with the eggplant, it's no longer as necessary as it might have been a couple decades ago to really salt and let your eggplant bleed out. However, I still do it just out of habit from my family. So I take the eggplant and I take off all of the skin because we want it to stay pretty and mostly green in color. Like green is the theme here, right? So I just threw in a little bit of celery, our zucchini. We had an onion cooking down, a large onion cooking down. And here's a medium heavy eggplant. We dice it into bite-sized pieces. Then we roll up the towel, just put the towel over the pan and drop it in. We're going to add now the zucchini and a mild and a hot pepper. Let me speak to that. So the mild pepper that I'm using is a cubanelle. It's this funny thing, an Italian frying pepper. You want to use a bell pepper? Fine. Any mild pepper, we're going to also pair with one spicy pepper. A jalapeno, a long, skinny, hot Italian green pepper. And now that we have all these ingredients in the pan, we have enough moisture that we're not gonna singe or burn or bitter the garlic. So now we can add the garlic. And I'm just gonna grate it in. You can slice it, you can chop it, you can dice it, whatever you like. Toot, toot, toot. I'm gonna add my drained capers. These are capers in brine. If you have capers in salt, you need to soak them, drain them, rinse them, and then add them to your dish. And we're going to take a giant handful of those Italian cerignolas, big fat babies. And just coarse chop them. We're going to use a fairly large cut of pasta with this. You need something that's going to stand up to it, so a shorter cut. These are these funny little things. Cascatelle is what it's called in Italian because it looks like a waterfall. So we're going to drop our pasta, and I liberally salted the water because we use the starchy cooking water to marry the pasta to the sauce. Now, traditionally, there's usually a little sprinkle of sugar, and then there's some acidity. I'm going to use white balsamic vinegar, just a splash, and let the acid get absorbed first. And then we're kind of doing a double acid, but whatever. We're gonna add a little splash of wine, white wine. If your pan flames up, don't freak out. So now we're gonna add a little bit of stock. So we're gonna let that cook down a bit while the pasta's cooking. We take our caponata. We put all of the caponata in with all of the pasta. The pasta is undercooked by 1 minute, whatever the package directions say for whatever cut you choose. We add the starchy cooking water, turn the flame off, add the fat, a little extra virgin olive oil, EVOO, add the cheese, pecorino is what I'm using, stir, and this is the reason we undercook. This is called carry over cooking. Right, everything continues, of course, to cook when it's still hot. We vigorously stir that to emulsify the cheese, the olive oil, or butter, or both, whatever you prefer. Yeah, it's good. So, then we move that on down the line. Move it on down the line. And then a little grassy parsley all around the top, and it's like a party. There you go.